Giddy up, partner.
Vodka.
Giddy up, partner.
I kind of want a soundboard for the heavy from TF2 for this game. I feel like that's very appropriate.
It very well may be.
It's gonna be a lot of really bad Soviet Russia jokes. In Soviet Russia, you don't throw Steam Jack. Don't throw you. You throw Steam Jack.
There's gonna be lots of bears.
And vodka.
Lots of bears
Lots of lich bears.
in fur hats.
Well, you do live in a town or in a city where there are 22,000 people in it and growing. So,
So I have to. So are there actual czars? Like
they're called
royal
great
family?
princes. There's
Is
no.
it like
There's like one. There's kind of like one main royal family. In that there is an empress, and she is most beloved by the people of Kador.
is she like the Catherine of this place?
Yeah, everybody loves the shit out of this woman.
Really? What's so great about her?
She has expanded Kadoran borders, and that is what they've been wanting to do for like 1,000 years. And she has done it successfully, and she has kept internal politics kind of she's speeding, she's just steamrolling right through that shit.
Character goals: become court alchemist.
Yeah, that's probably not going to happen.
Yeah.
Man can dream.
You can't.
Hey, you said this campaign was gonna last a long time. All right, I've seen some crazy shit happen in D&D. I'm sure something crazy like this could happen. Just you wait.
You'll see. Some things that you should know about the. No, I guess your character would know about the area. They would definitely know that the Nis, which are they're a pretty elfy race. They're really close to Iozan, and but they live up in the Shard, not the Shard. What is it called? I gotta look that up real quick. They live up in mountains. You guys are actually on in the foothills of those mountains.
You mean Rule?
No, not Rule. That's far to the east.
Okay.
There is a map.
Yeah. I know there is. I'm just trying to recollect it because I'm still putting in some stuff.
Yeah, I'm not the most well versed in this. I'm sure if anybody watching knows a lot about Iron Kingdoms, they're probably cringing a lot at
In the
so like that's true. That's not even close to true. Shut up, Ryan.
They should
is
be
it
happy
the
with playing.
Sagat Stea or the Thomas Strata?
The what?
Those are both mountains that we're near.
Yeah, it would be in the Shard Spires.
Shard Spire. What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're looking at the Kadoran map in the King's Nation and Gods book, it's definitely they're a little further away than I remember them being, but not.
I'm sorry. Excuse me.
It would take maybe about a week or so to get there. But you are definitely in the rolling hills of all these different rivers and whatnot. Big old boreal forest, which
there's a lot there.
there is a lot. Just to give you guys an idea of the kind of area you guys are in case you're, originally I was also thinking like tundra, but think more northern Canada. It's very very foresty. It's very big, giant, just hinterlands everywhere. It's pretty great. Anyways, the Nis. There are the Black Ice Islands, or mountains, sorry, that are much further up, which is home to a dragon who has been imprisoned and is blighting all of the animals and the Nis that live up there. So there are these.
Just rots everything, even though it's in prison?
It's more like it mutates them, and then they grow like these sharp spiny bone protrusions out of them, and their teeth get all long, and they just hunt everything and eat it.
All right.
Zerg
So
2.0.
Well, I wouldn't say it's Zerg. They're still intelligent on an individual basis. They're just.
Where was this again?
It's further north. It's up in the Black Ice Mountains, but but a lot of them, it's starting to bleed down into the Shard Spires, and it is definitely not unheard of for blightedness to be seen, further south in those mountains. Even if they're just small parties looking around, poking.
And that's in Kador?
Yes.
North of Kador? Oh, is it like off map or something?
Are you looking at the map on 116?
Oh, I'm looking at the map on 1.7. I'm on 7. Sorry.
Yeah, there's the map of 116. It's zoomed in on Kador.
On page 116 of the core.
No, not core. It's the King's Nations and Gods book.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, the core map isn't going to have nearly as much information on it. As much information as there is. Like, holy crap. Actually, holy cow, you can see Tverkutsk on there. Imagine that. Yeah, with the one that not the newest, but one of the newer books that is out. You can actually it's got all the borders for all the individual Voloskia, which are states. Much more detailed map.
So what city are we in?
It's called Tverkutsk.
Ah, there it is.
Yes.
So it's in between this river fork where the forest is.
Lots and lots and lots of boreal forest.
Where I'm sure there are undead bears who chase us down.
Maybe. I'd definitely be more concerned with ice trolls and dire wolves and blighted mist. Those are going to be the things you have to worry about. Yeah, they're pretty crazy. Gonna fuck you up. In fact, there is a station of the Winter Guard here at Tverkutsk, and the walls are actually decorated with thousands of ice troll skulls.
Fun.
Yeah. Thousands. Like, the wall is almost completely made out of troll skulls. Pretty great.
That's pretty metal.
You telling me?
That's brutal.
Brutal. Right.
All of these people not taking over the world yet. Holy shit.
Because Signar has been getting in the way, and they're basically, they're basically the United States, Their jacks just perform better, and they have mastered trench warfare. But more recently, Kador has come up with several strategies that counter trench warfare, with a pretty fair bit of reliability. I do think, actually, that Ulrich, you would have liked to pick, what is it? Your characters. Assault Commando might have been a pretty decent class for you as well.
Really?
The only issue is that you wouldn't have been able to pick Alchemist as well, according to the base rules. But basically, they are a class that is designed to jump down, or to throw poison gas bombs into trenches and then jump down into them.
That's pretty aggressive.
Yes, they are very aggressive.
I mean, it's all right. I mean, I described myself initially as like a surgeon and a doctor.
Yeah.
So.
I am focusing a little bit more on the alchemist side. The only thing.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. It is. They're rad as hell. Especially because there's gear. I'm actually gonna have to have you guys look through this gear later on, because there are lots of weapons that are really cool in here. Like for instance, where is it? There's the assault commando flamethrower, a bombardier grenade cannon, the field gun. That's very interesting to point out that in Iron Kingdoms, Kings, Nations, and Gods, there are lots of rules for mounted machine gun emplacements. Just tons.
What do you mean?
Um,
Like, is this like Geneva Convention shit?
It's more like going into more in-depth. The book just goes into detail about the 5 kingdoms,
Right.
and gives you more of an idea of what their military is packing.
Right. Cool.
Like for instance, the Kadoran have rocket tubes. Yes, it's exactly what it sounds like.
Yeah. They just roll up with RPGs and sell them to Afghan rebels.
They're incredibly unreliable. It's the way that they use them. It's more, have like a battalion of them, of people that just have one shot, and then they'll just shoot them and into a big crowd. And that's their strategy with those things.
Well, I guess you shoot a lot of them. One of them has to hit.
At least one of them. Yeah, it's definitely something I'm gonna have you guys look at over the next week. There's a lot of really interesting stuff. I know I had Michael. I know I had you look at the Lail section for the some of the interesting spy gear that they have. It's definitely some nice stuff. I love it. Like
I can't agree with that.
anytime I've played any game or any tabletop game where I've played the roguish character, I'm always wondering where the rules for the garrote wire is. Like initially, like in our D&D campaign, I usually go have my thieves go cook, so then they can have like an excuse to have a cheese garrote. And, like a frying pan sap and also
Hey
Nice.
man, they're the men of fine taste. They're the ones rocking that charisma, wooing all the lady swashbucklers. That's
Not
right,
me.
swashbuckler. Oh, okay.
No, not me. I wish. But no, I every time I try to roll charisma checks to try to seduce anybody, I do not get above a 6.
This is true. He's not very good with the ladies.
Nope. Very annoying.
Bleh.
Oh, actually, no. I was just reading something, and I wanted to bring this up to Matt.
Yep.
I was just looking at your 2 careers, and firstly, if you start off as a stone sorcerer, did you read that you get a +1 to your physique?
Yep.
Okay.
I already added that.
And secondly, if you look into both of the classes, you really don't have too much to pick as far as ranged military skills are available to those.
Mm-hmm.
So I would, out of the starting ones, I would probably pick up one of them just in case you do have to be at a range.
Really? Because I kind of just want to get the +2 in hand weapons.
He has spells, so
Oh yeah,
he can just shoot those out of his fan. That's usually how it goes.
I have spells and shouts
Yeah.
for ranged combat.
He can shoot a stone bolt and then scream at it and propel it even faster.
Oh my god.
Okay, all right. I guess I didn't look into it as much as I thought I
Are
did.
we gonna go exalted already? Is
Yes.
this it? The campaign takes off his mask. It's just exalted. All along.
There's one spell that I remember there being that was really, really interesting. Crevasse, we have Shockwave, I'll look through those. Shockwave. All right. Shockwave is pretty devastating. Any characters within 5 inches of the spellcaster suffer a POW 13 damage roll, and each enemy damaged by Shockwave is pushed 1d6 directly away from the spellcaster in the order you choose.
Do we lose Brian? We lost Brian.
Yeah, it happens. I'm sure he'll be back.
Yep.
So, where are you at, Matt?
I think I got this pretty well filled out. I haven't put in like the actual descriptions of my spells and shouts yet, but
Right.
for the most part,
I know you're probably going to need help with that life spiral. Figuring out how your health points work.
yeah.
It's a unique system right there. So the way that works is so you have 7 physique, 4 agility, and 3 intellect. That means see how the colors kind of correlate?
Uh-huh.
So that means you have 7 hit points in physique, you have 4 hit points in agility, and 3 hit points in intellect.
Okay, so how do I mark that on the sheet here?
Obviously, everybody's done it differently.
Oh.
So it's however you understand it. I'll have my own sheets and whatnot, and keeping track of it as well.
Just like this, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly like that. Actually, you might want to see the numbers at the top, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Uh-huh.
Whenever you take damage, I will have to roll a 1d6, and that's where the damage will start, and then it'll just move numerically along. Like, let's say you take 10 damage, and then I roll a 2. I will do that 3 damage, and then move over to the 3, and then it'll take that 4 damage, and then it'll move over again, and then I'll do that. It'll jump over 4 since you don't have any in it, and then I'll do the 5 damage. So basically, like, all you would have left are the 4 and 1. Does that make sense at all?
Okay, so you start at 2, and then you move right each column.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
You you progress forward, and if you get to 6, then it just rounds back over to 1.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's the same way with Jax, by the way. Oh yeah, Brian's not here, so we can't hear that.
I did hear that.
Oh, you did?
I am here.
Oh, your camera's off.
Swirling.
It's unless you turn into a swirling gray line.
Yeah, I don't know why that would have happened.
Try turning your camera
He just
off and
looks
on
really
again.
Tired.
He's just chasing his tail now.
I did. I just thought what the issue might be. Ryan, you might have to accept my camera.
I've seen you know how this works before. I haven't gotten any asking me to accept your camera.
Uh-oh.
Leave and come back. That usually fixes everything.
Restart.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
It plugged in.
Yep. Okay.
Little light in the front on.
So I guess my big decision now is what to name this guy.
The Punish in Russian.
Alright, that's pretty good. I like it.
I'm kidding. So
His name should be Big One. That is all.
So Matt, what did you pick for your second archetype?
I get
Ability.
2 archetype. Oh, what? My second archetype ability.
Yeah, you get two of the abilities.
Oh, abilities. Right. That I skipped. Hang on, let me go back.
You have. Did you not do any of the leveling stuff? Uh, okay, so let me open up your sheet here.
Okay, hang on. Let me
Okay,
go back to
the only-
the archetypes page in the player handbook.
Okay. So
Yeah,
so-
I guess it's never been explained to me how leveling exactly works.
okay.
So I start out. So I get 2 of these archetypes from gifted.
Yes, you get an additional one since you're starting off at 12, and at 12 experience, you gain an additional archetype benefit.
Okay.
At 10, you get a spell, ability, connection, or military skill. At 8 and 2, you get 2 occupational skills, which means you have 4 additional points to put into whichever skills you want.
What page is this on?
This is on page 154.
Ah, okay.
That help out a little bit?
Yes, this will help out immensely.
And keep in mind, you cannot pick archetype benefits from outside of an archetype that you are not. Or
Okay.
The one you are. So
For XP2, it says +2 occupational skills. So do I have to increase the skills I already have, or can I pick new skills?
you can pick from whichever ones are available to your classes.
Gotcha. Okay.
To your
Fell
careers.
caller, fell calling. You can also, I should point out, you cannot go above the skill rating cannot go above 2 right now.
Okay.
In neither skills or any skills whatsoever, military or occupational or otherwise.
Okay.
So that means you could get 2 seduction.
Yes, do it. Do it right now. Do it right now.
In seduction.
Wait, is he a gobber? Is he playing a gobber?
he's
No,
playing a
Trollkin.
No, he's a Trollkin.
Oh, he's Trollkin.
Yeah. You get, so right now it's a gobber or a bogger, which is like its ugly cousin. And then a Trollkin and 2 humans.
Pretty diverse.
Yeah. Well, especially for Kador.
We're an odd group.
Twitch
And-
chat, put all to seduction win game.
So, would a Trollkin not get along too well in Kador? Given
They do fine. They do fine wherever they go. You know, they're obviously not treated as well as humans, but
Yeah, I'm pretty sure in Kador the only races rather I should say that have any issue really would be the Iosans and the Nis.
definitely. Yeah, they Kador does not like elves in any way, shape, or form. And I guess if you're Ladies or Signarin as well, they don't like you.
We are for those of you that don't know the backstory, Kador is currently occupying and or at war with the Laelies and the Signar. So
They are in open war with
Laelies.
both actually, since the Leylies and Signar are allies currently.
Oh, okay.
It's a little bit less. They're not like in big open engagements, but it's more of a fortifying the lines kind of thing while they start getting ready for another attack. So it's a little bit calm down there right now, while Kador kind of regroups and gets ready for another push, and while Signar fortifies itself to protect against it. Lael, I'm honestly not entirely sure what the hell they're doing. Half of their country is currently occupied, and they're doing a pretty decent job of the whole French resistance thing. They're blowing up supply lines and all that. So most of the Kadoran activities there are just trying to stop this bullshit from happening, which is very hard. It's very, very hard to do.
Now, real quick, I have hit the reset button. That didn't quite work, so I blew my cartridge. It still isn't working. In the Twitch chat, at least. In Skype, it shows that my cam's working, but
It's weird.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
Never mind. How old is it?
pretty old.
Oh well, we'll
Probably
just
a new one.
muddle on through.
See Raul talking shit about Iron Kingdoms.
So, what do we have next?
Mostly we're waiting for Brian's cam to work and Matt to finish his character. And as soon as that's done, the game will basically start off with the three of you minus Brian, just leaving the office where you have purchased your parcel of land, and
So,
on your way to it.
All right. So, how do we know each other? Military.
As far as I've, obviously this group has been kind of shoveled together real quick over the past couple days, so we can kind of pretend that it's the exact same for you guys in the game. You just happen to run into each other, and all for the same reason, solo operatives, and you're like, well, we have enough money together to buy our own place, so you decide to do it.
All right.
That's why none of you have more than, I think, 15 gold at the moment.
Oh, okay. I'll need to change that then.
Oh no, you still have to pay for stuff that you want. Like after everybody else, you actually are gonna get some more stuff since everybody else.
Cool.
Oh, there's Brian.
Hey.
Yeah, just decided to just completely restart Skype.
Yeah, it's been
That was a good
today,
move.
apparently.
Okay.
How far are you, Matt? What you got left to do?
Everything? Okay, so going through this leveling thing and
That's
trying to
fine.
figure out. So occupational skills. You said I can't take any of them higher than 2, right?
No, you cannot go above 2.
Okay.
Even with.
Fortunately,
military skills.
seduction only goes up to 2. So.
You know what? Since you think it's a good, yeah, sure. We'll do seduction.
It's gonna be funny. Seeing a troll can try to seduce humans.
Yeah.
Great.
We'll go with it.
Because you're probably gonna roll really high at some point, and I'm just gonna well shit. This Kadoran human is now completely infatuated by you.
Maybe she's got a trollkin fetish, you know?
Exactly.
Okay, and it looks like 2 more spells, abilities, connections, or military skills.
Yes. I got to point out that connections aren't too terribly helpful.
Okay.
Like there are obviously ways that you can use it, but especially since everybody's new, they're not going to have as good of an idea on how to use these connections. So if we progress far enough and everybody picks up the everything about the game really well, I might say, yeah, go ahead, everybody get the free connection or something. But for now,
we have a connection with each other.
Ignore it. Pretend it doesn't exist.
All right.
Just from a glance, I mean, I guess you'd have to read that a little bit more. But just at a glance, spell callers are gonna want to get as many abilities as they can.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
They seem to be pretty reliant on that.
So I start with, let me look at what abilities I currently have as a fell caller.
I can help
Center
you
of
out there if you want.
Magic. So I've got Signal Call and Sonic Blast.
Another thing I should point out that it will be helpful. The abilities are all of the abilities are on like a full list of them are on page 156.
Yeah, I'm looking through it.
And then just after that, on page 173, are all of the occupational skills at a glance.
Okay.
Because both of them, I think, both of your classes say that you get general skills.
General skills are just general skills. They count for every character.
Yeah.
Anybody can train them, can pick them up, can do whatever they want with them.
Yeah, but it doesn't. On 73, it actually tells you what the general skills are.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
I remember when I first had to roll a character, I was like, "All right, general skills 2. I'm good at everything." And then the guy that was running was like, no, you actually have to pick which one. Oh, well, shit.
Okay.
So you get,
That sounds like something I would do.
yeah, it's small oversight. It happens.
I'm just kind of good at everything. Ha ha ha.
Oh, I'm a Mary Sue. Look at me.
Okay. So we'll add ground
I'm riding too.
ground shaker in here.
Ground shaker.
Lets me knock people down around me.
Very helpful.
That's gonna be very helpful for me. I can't wait.
Yes.
That's gonna be great.
That's gonna be some good synergy there.
And then let me take a look at my spells here real quick.
I'm just waiting for it, Matt. Man, we're gonna have to do this. You know, you run in and just kind of shake the ground, knock everybody on it, and I'll just manacle them.
Anyone that runs gets shot.
Whoops.
Oh, if you do knock them prone, they will be harder to shoot.
+2.
Yep, you get a +2 to defense from ranged attacks.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like a concealment type thing.
How much was cover?
But do they take some sort of penalty to melee if they're knocked down?
Yes, they do.
Good.
Yes.
That's
A big
important to me.
Very important.
That's important to my
Holding
Jack as well.
I just think it's funny that it's like you're all right. It works for us, and then fuck the other half of the party and go to hell.
No. See, because if they're prone, as long as Ulrich throws the grenades directly at that area, it'll still do damage. I mean, it'll do reduced damage, but it'll still do damage.
You don't dodge grenades. You just get.
I don't
hit by
think being prone next to grenade would reduce anything.
You need armor for
Well,
grenades.
Actually, there's rules for it, and actually, if you are prone, there's certain reductions that you get.
Alright.
You gain a bonus armor against blasts.
Yeah.
Alright,
Pretty great.
I can roll with that.
Yeah. I'm gonna look it up real quick, just so I can let you know exactly what to expect. Ranged attacks, great attack, and deviation.
What I have known or seen or heard of Zavana Aga, I was just reading some lore here.
Of what?
The old witch of Kador.
Oh, I have no idea what you're talking about, honestly. Where are you reading that?
It's in Kings, Nations, and Gods on 114. It's a little blurb talking about like some crazy old hag with metal fingers that like existed since like the beginning times, and she like has a bunch of crap that she takes with her and leads Kador's armies. Apparently, it says now she leads the Motherland's armies and machines to war. And
Well, then yeah, absolutely, you would know of her. I mean, I don't think you would know her personally, but
well, they're trying to make her sound like she's like this old legend at the same time, so it's kind of weird. It's like how like we're not even sure exists meeting. It might be.
yeah, because when you first said it, I was imagining, some old hag in the forest trying to get Hansel and Gretel, but
Yeah, that's how they describe her.
but then you describe her as a warcaster. Like, oh, I know who you're talking about now. Like, I don't really know a whole lot about her. I just know that she exists, and that she has a weird history, especially since she's not actually a part of the Kadoran military. They just kind of were like, hey, you should lead all of our armies. Well, sure, why not?
Good.
Which chat has turned Matt into a predatory trollkin stripper. Knock
Yeah.
them down and then seduce them.
Nice. I like this. I like this character concept and where it's going.
Oh my god, I'm can't wait to see this in combat. You just knock them down and then you just tower over them like, I'm gonna kiss you now.
Now we're getting a bit creepy. Swear to me.
Matt's armor is forever a male G-string.
Oh.
Nothing more.
Oh.
Just that.
I don't need these images.
I
I
have
don't.
I have a book somewhere for for a Pathfinder. It's a Pathfinder book for chainmail bikini. I'm pretty sure I can
No.
I can work that into this kind of a setting.
Bikini mail. That looks like a chase.
Oh man, it just got that much worse by the fact that he's a stone sorcerer, so he's always hard.
Rock hard.
Wow. We're just immediately running this into the ground. Nice.
Uh-huh.
Hey, technically still
Yep.
PG-13.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure
It's
euphemisms are
PG-13
allowed.
for my schools.
Hey, as long as Airplane is still rated PG, that's fine. Anything that is in Airplane, you can talk about here. Which means if we have bouncing boobs at some point, PG, fine.
Yeah.
It's full screen.
Twitch
We
chat.
talk-
Twitch chat is great. Walks around half cocked.
Ladies.
Okay. Do we have any other like strength-based characters?
We have Brian's Warjack, or his Steamjack right now.
Okay.
He's got a giant robot that punches things. That's pretty cool.
I'm a little bit reliant on my strength as well, considering that I'm going to be going for knockouts and takedowns. So
And I'll be rubbing
I don't-
ointment on you.
Oh my.
Just oil everyone.
everything is just getting
It act-
so much worse.
Like it's like slightly glowing a little. It tingles against your skin. Hot.
Okay, and just to make sure I understand the magic system again, you kind of explained it before. So
Right.
I have a magic pool equal to my arcane,
Double
double my
arcane
arcane,
stat.
and
If
each
you
round
don't
I get that
have-
number of points back.
Yes, you get the single. Like if you somehow magically are able to blow 8 points in a single round, you will only get 4 back.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. Then I will add this spell in here.
Ooh, is it a good one?
Looks fun to
Okay,
me.
so-
It's Earth Splitter.
Yes.
Says,
Just to clarify though,
yeah?
real quick, just to clarify though, what he is saying is you can, if you do recall, you can expend 4 points without any kind of bite effect.
Right.
You could expend more, but then you get fatigued.
No, you have a chance to become fatigued. You have to roll a check to see if
okay.
you do or do not.
Well,
As
yeah.
far as what the check actually is, I'm drawing a blank. I think you just have to roll a 1 or a 2. I'm not sure. There's
Yeah, 1 or 2, and then 3, 4, and 5. That's
Six.
the formula they do for saving throws in this. It's 1 and 2 save, and then 3 and up fail.
something like that. I can just look at it real
And
quick. It's
then-
right here.
Archetypes.
Steam check arc nodes. Arc nodes are dumb. If you guys don't know, an arc node is basically something you can build into a warjack. And then a warcaster can use this arc node as a conduit in which to cast spells from. So if
Good.
if you have bonded with this warjack, he can cast any of his spells through that thing. So like, he could be super far away, and this warjack just barrels in, and all of a sudden, it's
Better seduce the warjack.
spouting flames.
Okay.
Love
Begins.
to do some bond.
Seduction bomb. Okay, gaining fatigue points.
Okay, so I've got Combat Caster as my first archetype ability. I feel like that's pretty good.
Oh, okay. So here we go. The fatigue point, it's actually different than any of the other things. If his fatigue points, which are the magic points that I've been talking about, if they exceed the arc stat, a will weaver must make a fatigue roll immediately after resolving each spell he casts. To make a fatigue roll 2d6. If the total is equal to or over the number of fatigue points the will weaver currently has, nothing happens. If the total is less than the number of fatigue points character has, you become exhausted. Which means if you blow, let's say you blow six. If you blow 6 fatigue points in one round, you will then have to roll 2d6 as soon as you go above 4 to see if you become exhausted. If you manage to roll higher than a 4 on 2d6, you're fine. You can keep casting.
Okay.
And then you cast another, and anytime you cast a spell above that, you have to roll another 2d6. So if you roll, you blow that extra 2 spell, you then have to roll another 2d6, and if you get lower than a 6, then you become exhausted and you can't cast a spell for next turn.
Okay. Okay, I think I get that.
All right.
Now,
there's going to be
sorry.
Just some extra stuff, like on page 229 gives you a lot of the information on being a will weaver. So you can...
Will weavers. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what is an upkeep spell?
If any spell it'll say on the spell if it has upkeep, like the way you read it, like which one did you just pick up? It was Earth Shatter. So,
Earth Shatter.
There's the 4, 10, 3, 14 no yes. That no is under upkeep. That means you don't have to upkeep it. There's certain ones like, which one is there's one that I always had up.
I think Solid Ground might be one. It's one of my...
That would be one, I believe.
Ryan, your picture's down.
Oh, shit. I'm getting a red dealie. All right,
Escape.
I'll restart. We can restart. Oh, we gotta take a break here pretty quickly anyway.
Yeah.
So I'll just explain this real quick.
Yep.
God damn it, where are you? Solid Ground. Yeah. Yeah. While in the spellcaster's control area, friendly characters cannot be knocked down. So it costs and do not suffer blast damage. That's ridiculous.
Wait, what?
Yeah, if you're in Solid Ground, you will not get hurt by explosives, apparently.
Oh, wait. So he goes under the earth and just...
I don't know. It's magic.
I mean, that would kind of make sense in my mind.
You can knock down or blast it. Anyways, so the cost is 2. It'll cost 2 for you to cast the spell initially, but then you have to reserve one of your fatigue points to keep it up in each round. It doesn't take anything to keep casting it.
Mm-hmm.
So you can have multiple spells up at the same time. So all you have to do is, cast it in one round, and then from then on, as long as you reserve a fatigue slot for that spell.
What spells?
Solid Ground. And for the AoE, if it says control, that is a derived stat. That's from... Shoot, what is it? The command range is... I don't actually know. I know it's... One of them is from Intellect. There's something else that doesn't... But I'll just look into it. But for instance, your command range is 24 feet. I believe that this game is each square is 6 feet.
Okay.
As opposed to the usual 5. I can actually check that right now. Yeah, it's 6.
So 4 squares.
Yeah.
Cool.
So and instead of in D&D where if you see a number like if it says this many feet, don't divide it by 5, divide it by 6.
6.
That's how many squares it is.
Okay. All right. Well, I think I am good to go.
All right, we'll definitely find out in this first encounter.
And with
Oh,
that, I think we
no.
should take our first intermission.
Yeah, we'll take a quick break. Restart the Skype call. I'll try hosting, see if that works better, and we'll be back in just 5 minutes. Thanks you guys for watching. I hope you're enjoying the show. If you are, please hit the follow button on Twitch, and yeah, we'll be right back.